What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we have got to pay some very close attention to the Bitcoin chart. Holy smokes, guys, this is monumental, and we need to kind of dive into this and bring some things to light because this price action is magically still obeying this descending green trend line. All right, so notice here, we've been talking about the three touches of resistance, then it poked through, it came up, and has been falling down along the green line for the last 2 or 3 updates that I've done on the Bitcoin action. And so I'm thinking that we're finally going to get out of this ridiculous waiting period where we are going to know for sure very soon what the direction is going to be. Are we going to bounce off this line and move up, or are we going to get the last leg down? So I'm thinking that the last leg down has a slight edge over bouncing up. And the reason is because volume is going down. And then what do we have here but this weak, lackluster stochastic that just doesn't know what to do? It's like it's just psychotic here. We're moving down, no up, no down. Well, strong move up. Well, then again, let's go down. Now it's flattening out, 2 little head fakes, and now it is pointing in the downward direction again. Let me put a little downward arrow right there. But then the MACD is giving us something completely different. Let's move this MACD down a little bit so I can show something. While we are approaching the 0 line right here on the histogram, okay, because we have moved from solid red to light red, and the oscillators are still generally moving downward. The blue line is trying to curl up, and we can see all this indecision where we go from dark red to a light, back to dark, back to light. It's coiling up. Things are calming down before the storm, and it could be a storm of an explosion up, or it could be that final drop. Okay, so the only thing that we can really see from the oscillators is a general downtrend. Here's a peak, and then here is kind of, it looked like it was going to go up and went back down. And then we had a lower high peak, bearish crossover right here. So this general direction is still going down. And then the volatility is weakening, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's all winding up to this big decision, and we just need to kick this thing off the roost, because what happens with Bitcoin is going to affect everything else out there. Alts are starting to kind of heat up just a little bit, but we don't have massive volume. And Bitcoin is going to carry the market up higher, or it's going to drop it down for a very short correction so we can finish out what I expect to be a little bit of a red month of February before we start a really nice bullish phase in March. It could be the last week of this month. It could be the first week of March. I don't know. And so the general consensus is that we're at a 50-50 point. We just don't know. Now, the only nicer clue that we have can be seen on the 1-week chart. There it is right there. Now, let's look at this. Here we are falling down on that green line, and remember the ascending purple line, and I was telling you that we have this intersection here that happens around 90,000, and if we fail that, we go to this golden line. It could drop us into the 80s. So what are the indicators saying? Well, the stochastic is saying, I'm bearish. All right. We shot up, we came down, we shot all the way back up, but had a crossover. So notice something here. We have this peak with this peak stochastic, and then we have a higher peak on this wick, but a lower stochastic peak. So that doesn't agree. That's a divergence. But then we also have this crossover right there. So what's going to happen here? The 1 week looks pretty clear as we are just now printing red on the histogram. The bars are below the 0 line. And this oscillator, the stochastic, clearly says downward direction. So that's why I'm going to have to lean towards Bitcoin is messing with our heads, and we are going to get that last leg down. How far it goes down, I don't know. It's either here or it's either here. So if we can just break this stupid green line and have this crossover play out here and a continuance of this stochastic to cycle down, we got the answers. Then we can start to play. Then we can load up on alts and memes and whatever else. Speaking of memes, I know there's the people out there that say, well, meme coins aren't going to do nothing. And, keep saying that. I'm going to keep swing trading these memes. We talk about memes in the private group, and there's a lot of action going on. I've been swing trading like a madman. And I'm going to continue swing trading until we can get to that nice, juicy dip. And when that dip happens, then I'm going to get more serious positions. But we've been doing this in the private group. Shout out to all of the gang. Yay! That is in the private group. We got Pablo hot dogging. Oh, man. Pablo jumped on that B3 token launch. He dropped a big fat bag. I'm jealous of the fact that he really made a very nice gain on that. We got Carl that has been giving us intel on Caspa and giving us intel on Sui and some memes. We got Randall in there shaking it up. Scotty, Philip, the whole gang is there. So if you want to be in the cool kids club, you can click the link and check out the description of what we do in the private group. It's 50 USDT per month. I'm not really looking for beginners. Well, you could be a beginner in technical analysis, but I'm not looking for people that can't afford to be doing this. I don't want you taking a risk. If you're barely paying rent, you don't need to be playing around in this market. So if you're trying to take $5 and then become a millionaire, don't do it. Just don't. All right. But if you can afford to take the risk and you've got some significant bags and you just need help seeing through the forest with the assistance of technical analysis and my commentary and knowing every trade that I make, then inquire. We'll talk about it. I'm probably not going to just let people sign up automatically. I need to know a little bit about what your strategy is, what your financial situation is, because I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just helping you with my TA. And you can read all of the description on my website on what the value is that I provide. And then next month, we're going to turn it all over to Ko-Fi. We're going to do all of the subscription management through Ko-Fi and just take it from there, where you can decide when you want to jump in or if you want to cancel. Whatever you want to do, you will have the reins and will be able to do that. And I'm going to cap it off. 20 people is about all I'm going to want. We're approaching that. But it's going to be too much to manage to do too many more people than about 20. That's my comfort level right there, because I want to be able to provide value to the people that are in the private group and not get overextended. So that's all. I just wanted to make this clear to you, show you the one-day chart that is looking very indecisive and the 1 week chart that is leaning towards we're not done with the correction. All right. So you might want to like and subscribe. I got some new videos coming out talking about Toshi, B3, and some other picks. And you don't want to miss it. And we might live stream soon. So hang in there. It's going to get fun, guys. We're going to have a ball with this and ride this all the way through the peak of the bull market in November. When it hits. I think the peak is going to be November, plus or minus a month. But that's all I got for today. Post your comments below. Let's get this discussion going. This is Carlton, and I am out.